Yeah. Because there are 16 players on this map. They don't create a map size large enough for 16 players. And things are going to get rather claustrophobic fast. I mean, just look how close Greece is to America. And Greece is more offensive, or Alexander is more aggressive than Washington. So he's probably going to wind up trying to invade America. And I hope America can win that war. Because, you know, America.
America! 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 Fuck yeah!
Huh? Wait, he could... And that was probably the unique ability, wasn't it? I read it off, and then immediately forgot what it was.
Thou shalt not muzzle the ox when he treadeth out the corn.
Okay, so what should we research next? I would go sailing, except don't have a coastal city yet, so that would probably be a waste. I'm thinking a good option would be bronze working, so we could see if we could find any iron. It seems like a good idea. Already we've got a lot of horses around Belgrade. I'm second worst, but 4 score anyways. But once I get the Great Library built, I'm going to shoot forward and score. And then, in like 10 turns after that, I'll be able to build my second city. So I'm not going to lag behind for much longer. Where are we for technology? 6. That's a little bit... Yeah, we're ahead of average. Unfortunately, we're not best in anything, but at least we're not worst in anything. And after we get the Great Library, we'll probably shoot forward to the highest tech level. Because I'm going to get either philosophy or drama and poetry, because of all the things I'd have the option to get, those are the most expensive. So getting that for free with the Great Library, which is what the Great Library does for you, would save the most overall science. As for which would be most beneficial, I could either head into drama and poetry, which would give me the amphitheaters for more culture, or philosophy to give me the temple for more faith. And I'd like to found a religion. With so many people founding pantheons, that's starting to seem like it would be less and less likely, so it would probably be a good idea for me to improve faith production as much as possible early on, so I don't miss that opportunity. But if I wind up missing it anyways, then it would just kind of be a complete waste. Well, then again, I could adopt other people's religions and still gain some benefit out of that. It's just not as good, though. The mostest literate people. What, 14? I was number 6 a few seconds ago. Someone's 5. I wonder who that is. They're probably also the one person with less score than me, although now we're tied. So, I wonder who that is. You know, there is a fair possibility that this coastal area is just completely inland and doesn't connect to the outer world at all, which would be annoying. Should probably scout that out. Yes!
Libraries are the shrine where all the relics of the ancient saints, full of true virtue, and that without delusion or imposture, are preserved and reposed.
The Great Library. Now, the bonus that this gives us is 1 free tech. It also gives us a free library. Basically, what that means is we get a library in here we don't have to pay maintenance on. Normally, we would have to. We're only making 1 more gold a turn. So that is good. So let's get our free tech. Someone's entered the classical era. Oh, that's good. So have I. So science recommends I go here. Economic and foreign recommend this one. And military doesn't have any recommendations. If he didn't recommend one of those two, I would just not do what he said. So this could actually help me getting into tourism if I wanted to do that, which I do. And this is for faith. Oh, it's a hard choice. Philosophy.
There is only one good, knowledge, and one evil, ignorance.
I totally agree.
Welcome to the classical era.
So I have just reached the classical era. Now how are we doing? Literacy, we're 3rd. Because I had noticed a few people had reached 8 technologies. Oh, Ottomans. Hello, Süleyman.
Osmanlı ulusu sizi selamlar yabancı. Ben Süleyman.
Oh, the frame rate is so bad. Yeah, this guy can be pretty frustrating sometimes. Why does nobody have writing? Yeah, Süleyman can be, frankly, a right pain in the ass sometimes. Because he's very aggressive, builds a strong military empire that's difficult to take on, and also likes to invest very heavily into science, so that he often gets a good leg up in the space race, which makes it difficult for you to just survive his assaults and win using a different victory option than domination. Which, by the way, victory conditions. There are traditionally 5, but I disabled time. What that is basically, you take this score here, And whoever has the highest, when we reach the date 2050 CE, which is the historian's term for AD, and then you win. Which means game ends when you reach 2050. I don't like that. I don't know very many people who do. Then there's domination, science, diplomatic, and cultural. And most of these have changed with different expansions. Domination, for instance, used to be whoever was the last civilization to have their original capital wins. Now it's still pretty similar to that, but now it's not just who has the last capital, you need to have all the capitals. At least I think that's the way it works. Which is going to be difficult with 16 players, so we're pretty much not going to go for domination victory. Then there's science. That one really hasn't changed. You need to build a special program called the Apollo program, and then 6 spaceship parts. Then assemble them all in your capital, and once you've got the spaceship assembled, then you win. Assuming nobody else has one first. For diplomatic, you need to vote for world leader. How did they used to do that before? I don't remember. It was... I think they oh! Now I remember. First, you need to build a wonder called the United Nations, which I'm not even sure if that's still in the game. And then that immediately does a vote where every player or every civilization and city-state had one vote, and this is for world leader. And to win the vote, you need to have a majority, or no, you needed to have a plurality of votes. Now, diplomatic victory is well ingrained into the World Congress, one of the things added with the Brave New World expansion, which I'll talk about more in depth when we get to it. Culture also changed. It used to be pretty much just a race to who could fill out 5 policy branches first. Now it's through tourism and culture, and it's complicated, and we can talk about that later. But it's also a lot more fun the way they do it now with the tourism. I remember winning one on the old social victory style, and it was just kind of crap. And another Pantheon founded, which increases the cost of our Pantheon by 5. Which fucking sucks. I need to get that temple. 12 turns. Should we hold off the granary? Yeah. Granary's always going to be an option. Although I really should try not to stunt my growth like I do every game. So yeah, what's up here? Tundra? Who would have guessed?
La France t'offre cette proposition exceptionnelle.
So, okay, this is interesting. Now, to the AI, an accept embassy is worth 1 gold per turn. And normally I like to just trade embassies, then pay 1 gold per turn. And For a civilization that doesn't hate you, you can get 7 gold per turn for selling a luxury resource. Now, do I have spare incense? I do. And they will offer me 6 gold per turn and an accept embassy. So I could get 7 gold per turn. They do have the funds for that, but having an embassy just to see their capital, yeah, I'm going to accept that. And they are down here. Paris.